So I play Connie Coma. She is a whirlwind.
Unlucky Nick. I always was drawn to Unlucky Nick when I first read the show.
I play a nurse. That's the closest I've ever come to being pre-med.
So she got hit in the head by a rock when she was 9 years old, and she fell into a coma, and she's been in this coma for 11 years, and then she wakes up from it.
He has a dry sense of humor, incredibly dry. He's much more comfortable with himself than he is with other people.
She's taking care of Connie, who is the girl in the play, the entire time that she's been in a coma. So she's taking care of her for 11 years.
He's big into drugs. He loves experimenting.
She just wants to learn who she is. She wants to learn about the world. She's been gone for 11 years, and she doesn't remember anything from, the first 9. So she just wants to know who she is as a person.
She's very dedicated, and she's very caring and loving, I think. And she's kind of quirky. She's got these quirky sides to her that I've really enjoyed bringing out.
He's a deep thinker, and he is often questioning very large existential issues and questions.
There's the Madeline, that's the character that I play, that's on paper, but then there's what I make her out to be. And in other plays, there's what's on paper and what so many other people have made them out to be. But this is I'm the first person who gets to interpret her, and that's been a huge honor and really exciting.
No one's ever played any of these roles before, and we are the original cast of the show, so it's we have so much that we get to explore and have fun with throughout the whole process, and I've gotten to sort of make decisions about Connie that for other shows where there's characters that people know and are beloved characters that people know, you don't really get to make those choices.
It has challenges that I didn't anticipate, and it's unlike any performance I've ever been involved with. I think it's ultimately a really big honor.
It's surreal. It hasn't really sunk in yet.
It is unlike anything I've ever done before. It's sort of, it's a very weird experience because we'll memorize our lines and then they'll change. And while that could be frustrating, it's also kind of a lot of fun.
I've never worked on a new project like this before. And being able to, within the first week of rehearsal, to really work with Carter, the playwright, and ask him lots of questions.
You sort of help plot where your character goes, and I didn't realize that the playwright would take as much input from us into the writing, and that it evolves so much. It's such an organic process.
We all had really important parts in shaping, different aspects of the play, so that was all very fun to do.
It's cool to be sort of a part of the process, and even though lines are constantly changing, it gives you something new to do on stage and something new to try every time, so it's kind of a lot of fun.
It's crazy. I never thought I'd be able to do something like this, and you see how much it takes for a play to happen.
Even though the show has gone through many different changes and tweaks and whatnot, Nick has really remained constant throughout the piece. Carter Lewis actually told me that Unlucky Nick has this big monologue at the beginning of the show, and he said that's where he started. He started with Nick's monologue and kind of wrote the show from there.
My favorite line in the play sounds super weird out of context, but it was a peaceful Tuesday night in Kansas, but the squirrels didn't know that. It's a lot of fun to say.
To Connie, I say, I'm really sorry I screwed up the living part of your life, but you're all I could think about, even though I didn't know I was thinking about you.
She says, isn't part of love allowing someone to love you back? And I think that's a very beautiful thing about knowing that part of love is letting someone love you back.